Folks talk about veterans fighting and dying for our freedoms. But it's also important to remember that workers fought and died for what little freedom we have inside and from the workplace.
Well, looks like already starting off with some technical difficulties, but that's fine. We are on News Talk, 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. My name is Jacob Morrison and not Dale Jackson. I am filling in for Dale Jackson on The Dale Jackson Show on Labor Day. That's because he is taking the day off today, so we are filling in for him. We are on WVNN every single weekend on Saturday mornings, 9:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time, the Valley Labor Report. We have a lot of fun. You should listen to us when you get the chance. We are also on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, wherever you get your podcasts, all of those places, all at the Valley Labor Report. You can find all of our content there, as well as on WVNN every weekend. Appreciate y'all tuning in on Labor Day. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you are planning for some good barbecue, some time with your family. It's a great day for that, and we love Labor Day here, myself and Adam Keller. Being union members, being labor supporters, it's very important to us. Labor Day is a very important day to us. And, to start off the segment, I want to read you a quote from, this is from, I'm seeing that it's from Karl Marx. Is that the quote? Here it is. "Capital is only the fruit of labor and could never have existed if labor had not first existed. Labor is the superior of capital and deserves much the higher consideration." So I don't know. That sounds like a pretty good quote. Oh, wait a second. Wait, that didn't come from Karl Marx. That came from Republican President Abraham Lincoln, actually. Yeah, that's fascinating. That is a fascinating quote. I like it a lot, and I also like Abraham Lincoln. So there we go. That's I think that's something important to keep in mind as we are thinking about Labor Day and thinking about what we should value in society. Because it's absolutely true that labor can exist without capital. You can work without some big boss capitalist guy. And you can create capital, actually, from labor. Capital cannot exist without labor, though, and so that's what we should be. We should be very much more appreciative of labor in this society, and so Labor Day is a good day to think about that and to think about what people went through to get everything that we have today. Folks talk about veterans fighting and dying for our political and civil freedoms. And I'm very happy for that. I'm very happy to be able to vote in elections. I'm very happy to, not live under, a different government's rule. I think that's great. But it's also important to remember that workers fought and died for what little freedom we have inside and from the workplace. That wasn't given to us freely. That came as the result of long struggles for the 8-hour day, the 40-hour work week, time off, paid family leave, health care, pensions. All of these things working people fought and died for. In particular, the 8-hour day is something that's relevant to think about on Labor Day, because Labor Day was initially set up as a commemoration of the sacrifice that people made to get the 8-hour day specifically. A commemoration of their sacrifice, a celebration of the wins that they had, and specifically the fight for the 8-hour day in Chicago in the 1800s, where people who were fighting for the 8-hour day were framed and executed by the government. Framed and executed. People were literally murdered by our government. And so Labor Day was set up to commemorate their sacrifice, to celebrate what they had won, and to commit to winning more. That's what Labor Day was set up as initially, and Labor Day was initially celebrated on May the 1st, on May Day, the 1st of May, but then the U.S. government kind of neutered Labor Day, which is something that which makes it really funny. You know, last year there were a few clips going around of some hosts from Newsmax talking about lambasting Tucker Carlson. I don't know if you remember that, Adam, but this fella was lambasting Tucker Carlson for taking Labor Day off because it's a communist holiday. Labor Day in September, not in May the 1st. He was saying Carlson shouldn't take Labor Day off in September because it's a communist holiday. And it's super funny if you actually know the history of it, because the government set up Labor Day in September to cut the labor movement in the United States off from the rest of the world, because the rest of the world still celebrates Labor Day on May the 1st with a memory of those Haymarket, the Haymarket massacre, the Haymarket lynching victims, basically. And so the government, the president of the United States back then said, yeah, we don't really want workers in the United States to identify with the people who have fought for these things. So we want to put this on a different day and hopefully cut them off from that history. And it's been very successful, because not a lot of people know about what happened in Chicago in the 1800s, where people were killed for the 8-hour day. And, but if you know the history, it's great, because now we have 2 Labor Days, and I am absolutely supportive of that. I think that workers should not only have 2 Labor Days, every day should be Labor Days. So, that's my position here, and I really appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope that you are having some time off and having a good time with your family.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.